that we work so hard to do. But it's just a certain division that needs to be brought to everyone's attention and understanding that, no, this is something that's been going on. And it's just getting to a point where it's like, all right, now enough is enough. I think
enough is enough, man. Enough is enough, man. Yeah. Yeah, enough is enough.
A larger conversation that needs to be had that is really above us, and I think that is the part that we really need to get to. So hopefully at All-Star, we can have an opportunity and a conversation because at this time, we something needs to change.
At All-Star, they want to have an opportunity and a conversation. That's what I was alluding to in the beginning. They're going to walk into Caitlin Clark's room.
We can sit back and we can watch what's happening to Caitlin Clark. And they know how they're treating her, why they're treating her that way.
She became a roadshow. And I don't know that, and I don't want to slight anybody in college, but I don't remember seeing that in my time. And that's held true. We've wanted a player or a league that can, sort of transcend some of these spaces and have a roadshow. The NBA's had their players that people come to see, right? So when the Wolves sell tickets, there are certain games that they know people are going to come watch certain players. And Caitlin Clark and some of the other rookies give us that. Obviously, Caitlin, being the headline.
Cheryl Reeve has made a decision that's sending shockwaves through an already tense WNBA All-Star locker room. The move has sparked intense reactions across the league, and reports suggest Aya Wilson is far from pleased as the controversy continues to grow.
Look, man, the WNBA All-Star Draft just been had, man, and these are the teams, man. And for Team Spoon, we have the baby goat, the face of the league, the biggest in the league, one of the best and greatest women's basketball players to ever exist. I'm talking about good from birth, great from birth, Caitlin Clark.
One of the two WNBA All-Star teams is preparing for this weekend's showcase in Chicago, and attention is already turning to the captain's role. According to reports, Cheryl Reeve is making that decision just days before tip-off. Traditionally, the honor has gone to a veteran leader with MVP credentials and a proven track record. This time, however, reports suggest Reeve is considering Caitlin Clark for the role. The reasoning isn't said to be based on seniority or championship success, but on Clark's undeniable impact, drawing massive crowds, boosting television ratings, and driving merchandise sales. With the league celebrating its 30th season, the reported decision could become one of the biggest storylines of the All-Star weekend.
Fever gang! The god Caitlin Clark vaporized the Seattle Storm, dropping 45 points, a 45 and 10 double-double. Let's fucking go, Caitlin Clark. We see all the fucking haters. We see all you bitch-ass clowns switching up on the god Caitlin Clark. We see y'all listening to the narratives, all the bullshit, all the fucking clowns all across the world. Oh, she ain't living up to the hype and dropped 45 points.
If you're wondering why a coach might make a decision like this, the answer could be as simple as Caitlin Clark's recent performance. Clark delivered a franchise record 45 points and 10 assists against the Seattle Storm, reportedly becoming the first player in WNBA history to record a 40-point, 10-assist game. Even more impressive, she accomplished the feat while playing fewer than 30 minutes. It wasn't just a night where every shot happened to fall, it was a performance that showcased elite playmaking and scoring at the highest level. Her teammates also had strong outings, but Clark's historic performance became the headline everyone was talking about.
They're gonna knock on the door. Caitlin Clark's gonna open the door to her hotel room. She's gonna peek through it, and there's gonna be that, that sliding thing on the door, and all there's gonna be is like the chain, and she's gonna peek through and say, "Oh shit!" She's gonna try to close the door, and then all the players at one time, Brittany Griner, Asia Wilson, they're all gonna just, let me in. They're gonna bum rush her. They're gonna bum rush into that room. And they're going to tie Caitlin Clark up to a chair. They're going to tell Caitlin Clark, you're not leaving this room until you come out and you denounce those pesky fans of yours.
But this is where the situation reportedly becomes even more complicated. According to reports, Aya Wilson said she wants to have a conversation with the players, a remark that some media outlets and fans have linked to Caitlin Clark following several high-profile interactions with referees this season. The discussion has fueled ongoing debate over how different players are treated by officials and how those moments are covered by the media. Some fans have also noted what they see as a double standard, arguing that Wilson's own disagreements with referees received far less attention, while Clark's exchanges quickly became major national talking points. With both stars set to share the same sideline during All-Star Weekend, the reported tension has already become a major storyline, and any captaincy decision could add even more intrigue to the weekend.
Look at Angel Wilson barking at the ref. Look how she's talking to the refs. Y'all were cool with this. Look, so much aggression. Let me guess, y'all gonna call this passion, because this is what y'all do. Just last night, y'all was trying to trash Caitlin because she was upset and spoke her mind to the refs, as she should have, because the ref continued to not give her calls that we can clearly see are calls. But I guess when Angel Wilson does it, it's fine. Why?
If reports about the captaincy are accurate, they could add another layer of intrigue to an already closely watched All-Star Weekend. Instead of competing on opposite sides, Aya Wilson and Caitlin Clark are set to be teammates for the WNBA All-Star Game in Chicago, where they'll share the same locker room, bench, and game plan as part of the league's 30th season celebration. With ongoing discussions surrounding player dynamics and officiating already drawing attention, a captaincy decision in Clark's favor would likely become another major talking point. Whether or not it creates real tension, the combination of these storylines has already made this one of the most anticipated All-Star weekends in recent memory.
Minding their own business, and then they dropped this crappy hit piece on Caitlin Clark, attacking the fans, and trying to diminish her accomplishments. That's why I'm not a big fan of Time Magazine picking A'ja Wilson for Athlete of the Year. I think this was pre-planned because they're saying a lot of crap about Caitlin Clark, her accomplishments. To me, the articles about Caitlin Clark has nothing to do with A'ja Wilson, and all it does, it reveals A'ja Wilson's character.
The discussion between Aya Wilson and Caitlin Clark also traces back to comments Wilson made during a December interview with Time Magazine. In that interview, Wilson said the intense attention surrounding Clark's rise had, in her view, temporarily overshadowed the WNBA's long history and the players who helped build the league. She clarified that her comments were not directed at Clark personally but at the broader narrative surrounding the league. As a multiple-time MVP and championship winner, Wilson has frequently spoken about recognizing the contributions of veteran players. Since then, those remarks have continued to resurface whenever Clark is at the center of major WNBA storylines, keeping the conversation alive among fans and media alike.
And I've come to know Caitlin really well. She's an incredible player and also an incredible person. And she wants to focus on being the best player she can. And she's become a bit of a political football in this country, and I think it's incredibly unfair to her. I don't think that issue is ultimately about officiating. It's sort of, it's become political ping pong with her, and she's a young woman who's trying to improve her game, focus on being the best player as she can. And I don't even think it's fair to her that this has become a separate storyline.
That context helps explain why the reported captaincy decision has generated so much attention. NBA Commissioner Adam Silver recently described Caitlin Clark as a political football while responding to questions about the constant debate surrounding her and the league. His comments reflected how Clark has become more than just a standout player. She has become the center of broader conversations involving media coverage, fan reactions, and the WNBA's rapid growth. Silver has taken a measured approach to those discussions over the past 2 seasons. Following Chendi Carter's hard foul on Clark during the 2024 season, he acknowledged the physical nature of the league while emphasizing that such incidents are part of professional basketball. Since then, he has consistently tried to balance recognizing Clark's impact on the sport without adding unnecessary fuel to the ongoing controversy.
Congratulations, Captain Caitlin. Good luck in the upcoming All-Star Game. Congratulations, Captain Caitlin. Good luck in the upcoming All-Star Game.
As reports about Caitlin Clark potentially serving as an All-Star captain continue to circulate, fans have been quick to weigh in. Reactions online have been sharply divided. Many argue that Clark's impact on television ratings, attendance, and merchandise sales makes her a natural choice for such a high-profile role. Others believe that if the reports are accurate, the decision could add another layer to an already closely watched All-Star weekend, especially with ongoing discussions about team dynamics and player relationships. The differing perspectives highlight just how much attention this storyline has attracted, making it one of the biggest talking points heading into the All-Star game.
The face of the league, the upcoming best player in the league, man, Caitlin Clark. Then we got Aaliyah Boston, Kelsey Mitchell, what the 3 Indiana Fever starters. Okay. Then we got Old Miles, and then we got Natasha Howard. Then we got Paige Beckers. Then we got Big Jess. Yeah, Jess Shepard. Yeah. Then we got Gabby Williams and we got Adrian Wilson. And man, I'm not gonna lie, man, this is year 3 for us in the league, but also year 3 as an All-Star, man. Too many can't say that they've been an All-Star every year that they played. Too many people can't really say.
This year's WNBA All-Star festivities have already been different from tradition. Instead of the usual selection process, Hall of Famers Cynthia Cooper and Teresa Weatherspoon served as honorary general managers, drafting the teams live on ESPN as part of the league's 30th season celebration. That made the roster selection a major televised event in its own right. As a result, every decision surrounding All-Star Weekend, including any captain announcements, is expected to receive far more attention than in previous years. If Caitlin Clark is officially named captain, the moment will unfold in front of a national audience, with fans and analysts reacting almost instantly across social media and sports media.
Yeah, it's just cute. Like, I don't know if she's ever, like, maybe surprised by what she does, but, like, even that 3, I think she was, like, almost probably a little surprised that it went in. It was just one of those plays where it's like, dang, like, it's one of those nights where you're really feeling it, you're really in the zone, and to finish through contact, that was pretty fun. And I actually had probably the best view of it because I was kind of trailing right behind her, so it was pretty cool, and obviously got the crowd into it too.